Prior to meeting Tom, I had begged over the course of a couple of months to get a job at the Sausalito record plant. I had read about it and I wanted to work there. I wanted to get my foot in the door. And so I went up pretty much once a week and talked to the manager there. Now her name slips my mind. And I said, I'll take anything. And I think I was so persistent that she finally wore down and said, okay, you can be a janitor. And so I did that for about 3 months. Now, she hired me when the owner was gone, but when he came back, he was furious that she had hired someone. And so he did a white glove test in one of the studios, literally put a white glove on and went like that and reached way up high and found some dust and fired me on the spot. And so I was heartbroken because I loved working there. It was amazing. Even just being a janitor, you know, I mean, I got to work in this world-famous recording studio. So, although I didn't work there anymore, I had made friends with Mark Morris, the guy that I was subletting my apartment from, who I had played some of the music that Tom and I had written, and he was impressed and offered to let us record there free of charge. Because one of the benefits of being an engineer at the record plant is you get, you know, if the studio's not being used, you can use it. And so that's how we came to record at the record plant.
I mean, we had 2 or 3 recording sessions at record plant, but this was one where we got bumped into, you know, a different studio, and the piano that we spontaneously recorded on was also the piano that Stevie Wonder recorded songs in the key of life on, if I'm not mistaken. The piano was a little out of tune, but who cares? Stevie played it. And I'm gonna do, this is an aside here, but I have this thing that pianos retain the greatness of certain pianists who have played them. So, like Stevie, like, it kind of like played itself. I mean, obviously I played it, but there was like Stevie in there somehow. I'm not saying I play like Stevie Wonder, but there was just something about that piano. So I definitely remember that. I just remember it was a real high, and you know, I was like totally on, Mark was totally on, because you know, I'm not always totally on when I perform because I have some stage fright that nobody notices, but I feel like it affects me, and it's even worse when I'm recording. So, but for some reason I just remember it was just like, we were just like on fire, and I think the recording, you know, reflects that.
What I remember is, number one, we were really pretty upset that we didn't get our studio, but since we weren't paying for it and another legitimate group was paying for it, we got bumped to Studio C, which was formerly known as the Pit. And if you do a little research about the Sausalito record plant, you'll read some really incredible history about that studio. But anyhow, yes, we were a little upset. But Mark set us up in the Pit in Studio C with this amazing grand piano and a little 2-track analog recorder, and took levels on us real quick and then said, you're on your own, I've got to go and do my work. And so he hit the play button, and Tom and I had been performing and were really well rehearsed, and we just had an amazing night in that recording studio. And I think we probably could have gone for a couple more hours if we hadn't run out of tape.